So I have here the Canon SL1 being billed as the world's smallest DSLR. It certainly is entering a crowded marketplace of mirrorless cameras and micro four thirds, but this is a true DSLR with a mirror flip up. So I think from the back and the sides, it kind of looks like a chunkier old school point and shoot. It's not till you turn it around the front and see that you have a big old lens on there. It feels decent in the hand. I mean, it certainly is on the small side. It's not something I'd like to professionally shoot with for a full day, but if it's nice and light, the material is nice. The grip is a little bit different than the T4i and the T5i. The buttons on the back are laid out very smartly. I really like that. They feel good. This little directional pad here works very nicely, and the set button and the Q button are now one in this. You do give up the articulating screen. This is a fixed screen. It is touch sensitive, and there's actually a menu item that allows you to adjust the sensitivity of that touch screen. That's not something present in the T4i or the T5i. Beyond the articulating screen, you're giving up a little bit of flash power and no external wireless flash control. That feature is removed from the SL1. So I think I've already, I've just had this in my hands for just a few hours, so this is really just some early thoughts and things that I've discovered. I'm pretty sure SL1 stands for sneaky little one, and for two reasons. One, it has a silent mode. Let's listen to that for a second. The silent shutter. It's pretty quiet. Let's listen to it not silent now. Alright, and just to compare real quick, here's what the T5i sounds like when you're taking pictures. A pretty significant difference. So another reason why this camera is on the sneaky side is it has a couple of features that I haven't heard or seen anybody talk about yet, and are not present in the T4i or the T5i, which T4i, I understand, that's an older camera, came out a year ago, but the T5i just came out, in fact, just before the SL1, and I'm just kind of surprised that they didn't include these features, one of which I wish they had because it's a fun feature, but that's all right. So they are kids and food scene mode. So you have scene on the dial, and the dial rotates 360 like the T5i, and it feels very similar, except it doesn't have the raised bumps. It's not the exact same dial. Not that that really matters. But now on the scene mode, you have kids, food, candlelight, and then, actually that's three, isn't it? Because candlelight isn't present in the T5i. Then you have night portrait, handheld night scene, and HDR backlit control. Those last three, are also on the T5i, lumped under the scene menu. Now, one other feature I was really quite surprised to see, it does have the creative filters preview in real time, like the T5i, but in addition, when you go into movie mode, you now have the ability to shoot miniature movies. I'll throw up a sample right now while I'm blabbing that shows what I'm talking about. This is where the top and the bottom of your frame is blurred, the middle is crisp, and the saturation is bumped up a little bit, and the playback speed is a little bit faster, and it gives everything a very miniature scene or model-like appearance. The T5i, not only can you shoot a video in that mode, but you can then have it play back at 5, 10, or 20 times normal speed. I haven't used it yet. Quite interesting. Other things that I'm interested to see is this is supposed to have better AF coverage in live view. 80% of the sensor is covered now, and we'll see if that's any better. To be honest, I've just taken a few shots with it. Image quality is great, same as T5i and T4i. As far as that goes, it's basically sharing the same sensor. But we want to see how it focuses. I tell you, this camera gets a little bit more exciting, and I wish it was sold as a kit when you put on the 40. Because now we're talking, this is a high quality camera that is quite small. And again, entering a crowded marketplace. When I do my full review, we'll talk about what else is out there, what else is an option for you in this size and price range, because there certainly are some other options. But I know that you get beautiful video out of the T4i and the T5i, and the fact that it has an external mic port, it is so tiny, and you can throw something like the 40 on, and you have a very compact, very nice camera that you could be shooting some video with. And you know, some photographers who are shooting with a 5D Mark III and are looking for some sort of backup or secondary camera system to do kind of 2-camera shoots, this might be an option because it's going to give you that kind of same Canon look. So this is just my early thoughts about the Canon SL1, sneaky little one. I don't know what it really stands for, if anything at all. If you have any questions you want to see answered in my full review, which will be coming in the next week or two about this camera, just leave a comment down below or come over and find me on the Facebook. I am happy to answer your questions, comments, or thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks.